So here's a movie I knew next to nothing about for some odd reason before I started watching it. Only that it had David Warner in it, and I wanted to watch some David Warner movies. So I did. Time Bandits is a 1981 movie directed by Terry Gilliam, and it's also written by Terry Gilliam and Michael Palin. So why haven't I watched this? Seems like a no-brainer that I would have watched this. There's a lot of people in this. I won't go through all the names, but you've got John Cleese, Sean Connery, Shelley Duvall, Catherine Hellman, Ian Holm, of course, Michael Palin as well. David Warner's in this, Kenny Baker. Oh, it's a great cast. And I did not expect a kind of whimsical time-traveling kids' adventure movie. Not sure it's fully for kids, I guess, because there's a lot of, maybe not adult humor, but humor that might go over the heads of young people. But I had a decent time watching Time Bandits. It's a good time, especially like the first 2/3, which are pretty much just these bursts of creativity and fun and hilarity that I kind of just lapped it up. What it's about is, well, you get this little kid, Kevin, and he's got crappy parents, he's got an imaginative, inquisitive mind, and all this kind of stuff. And it gets noises in his bedroom. And the first night it's like this guy on a horse and he rides off into the trees. And the second night it's all these little people. And they're on the run from, well, God, essentially. And he escapes with them through a hole in his bedroom wall or something like that. And they can just go on this time-traveling adventure. How? Well, these time bandits have a map, and these maps lead them to holes in time where they can just jump through and go to a different place. And all that kind of stuff. So there's not much of a plot in this movie. It's pretty much just, we got to run away from the creator, so let's jump through this. And while we're doing that, let's steal shit. And hence Time Bandits. And this kid Kevin is going along with it too. So why not go on a whimsical adventure? And there isn't much plot. It's just them arriving at a time, things happen, they steal a bunch of shit, and then they leave. Then they lose their shit, then they got to steal more shit. And that's kind of the rhythm this movie goes into. So they go into Napoleon's France and they meet Napoleon, and he is threatening to steal the whole movie from him. He's got this severe Napoleon complex about height and everything like that. He knows how tall people are, how short they are, and he judges people on that fact. And he only finds like people smaller than him beating each other up to be funny. Anything else, it's too highbrow. He doesn't like it. So the Napoleon stuff's fun. John Cleese in the next segment as Robin Hood is absolutely delightful. He sounds like a politician or a celebrity. You know, you tell them a bit about you and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's great, very good. And you could have said anything. He'd be like, yeah, that's great, that's good, that's nice. So he's that kind of Robin Hood. The movie is going well. Interspersed with this, you've got David Warner, who's like, I don't know, the devil character. But he comes across more as like a Maleficent kind of character. You know, he's got the headrest on, he's got the long nails and stuff, and he's hilarious. He's totally deadpan, but every time he's on screen, it just cackles me with laughter. And that's what this movie does. Even in the last third, which I didn't find as strong as the first two, there'll be just something that will happen, either right in front of your face or behind, like in the background, that just makes you burst out in laughter. It's one of the Time Bandits just likes to eat things, so every now and again it'll just cut to him, and he's got something different in his mouth, like a candle, a gold bar, actual real food, things like that. It always made me chuckle. There's some great attention to detail. One of my funniest jokes was one of the Time Bandits walking out in a uniform, French uniform, and everyone just snaps to attention because they think it's Napoleon. There's lots of funny gags like that. The last third, they don't really go to any specific time and place. They go to this place called the Age of Legends or something like that. And I guess you can do the more fairy tale aspects and stuff, but the movie kind of slows down for me there, and it isn't quite as strong. It's not bad. It's just It's like an hour and 52 minutes, and I feel like if this was 90 minutes, this movie would be like, wow, jaw-droppingly, fantastically good. Instead, it's a 7 out of 10. It's still a really good time. It's a high 7. Lots of creativity here, lots of laughs, lots of great acting performances, and it's a really good time. It's a little long, but I don't think that's too much of a detriment. I wish it was a little shorter, but I can't complain. I still enjoy the movie. It's still a 7, and I think it's a movie people should watch. It's not at all what I expected. I was like, oh, is this going to be a kids movie? Not exactly, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, this is another movie I should have seen like in the 80s or in the 90s when I was a kid or something, but I never watched it. Why? Look at the director, the cast, the 2 writers, and this is up my alley. I didn't watch it. Well, I've watched it now, and I had a good time. So yeah, another good movie. Cool. Whew. I can get used to watching nothing but good movies. Could. Watch Time Bandits.